Hey!
Just give me the leash. So, what time are you estimate when you're gonna be back?
Hopefully I'll be back by noon.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Just text me when you're headed this direction.
Yeah, the client that I took from Salem the other day
Yeah.
broke his foot,
Oh.
so he has no way to go get his phone fixed.
Yeah.
And he's stuck down at the Bethlehem, so
Okay.
I gotta
Perfect.
go grab him and take him get his phone fixed, drop him off, and then I'll be back.
Okay. Sounds great.
Okay?
Yep. I will see you around noon then.
Okay.
Yeah. Looking forward to talking. All right. So we haven't seen this guy. Since November. Haven't seen him since November. We're going to be putting him with dogs. We're going to be putting him with dogs and seeing how he's feeling, how he's doing. At least with me. Then when the owner comes back at around noon, we're going to discuss things and help further the client's knowledge. This stuff can be difficult because it requires for us to break habits, to change. We have to change. This guy has been, when we first met, he was attacking and looking to kill the other dog, Buddy, that he lives with. And the problem comes from the way that the owners live with him. The love that they have for him and the way they show that and express that presents itself from a spoiling, babying mindset. And we need to understand how we need to show love from a dog perspective, an animal perspective, nature's perspective. We need to understand who he truly is from that perspective. That's what love is. Love to me is truly understanding an individual and being able to give them what they truly need. And we need to be able to see that a dog is always thinking in terms of survival. They're not in pursuit of the happiness like we are. So I'm going to be back. All right, so we're going to be looking at introducing him to some dogs. I'm going to start with Cora, and then we'll go from there. And so I'm going to end up saying what I don't like to him. And Cora. So I'm going to say what I don't like. That's definitely going to be happening. And I'm going to be paying attention for my opportunity to do that. Now, for the client, you should be saying something right away. Right away. Don't be waiting. Okay? So here we go. So he's down there. So far isn't interested in coming down here. The first time I introduced him to Cora back in November, he he was a lot with her. And she ended up discipline biting him, and he got the point. We're gonna throw another dog into the mix here. Throw another dog into the mix. We're gonna bring out Grace. Grace. Come on, Grace. All right. I'm gonna bring out Apollo. I'm gonna bring out Apollo next. Bring a male into the equation. Apollo. All right. Bring out another male, Samson. Samson. More forward, Samson is. Okay, so we're gonna bring out another male who's newer to things around here. He's more pushy. He's had issues with dogs. This guy right here. Let's see how he feels about this dog he's never met. They've never met each other. Okay. We're gonna see. So far, he's just hanging out over there. I don't even think he knows that this guy is right over here. And I'm letting it be organic, okay? Not saying, come over here, look who's here, you want to say hi? None of that stuff. None of that stuff. So he's starting to walk down here. So he notices him now. Is the barrier going to be a problem? So far, no. so far he's not looking to come over. He's thinking, which is what we like. All right, so I'm gonna take that as he wants to go back inside. Oh, here we go. Here we go. He can be too much too soon, talking about Chewy, not Bear. So he might try to go for the, Chewy might try to go for the mount. But they break off. Okay. Cora and Grace are roughhousing inside. Alright, so he just sits back down by the gate there. Okay, so now he's going back down over there. Okay, so we'll just kind of watch from the bus here. Let's see if I can. Okay, so he's mounting him. Bear's showing his teeth a bit at him, saying, hey, I don't like it, get off me. They heard me. Okay. So it's going really well. He's now moving down. Let's see if he'll follow us inside here. Let's see. Will he follow us inside? There's some dogs in here that he hasn't. Well, he's met before, except one. One he hasn't met. Mindy Moon. He's met Cheza here. So Cheza and Mindy. Let's kind of watch this. Here's Mindy. who he hasn't met. Mindy is Chewy's sister from another mister. I want to see if he'll come in here with us. I'm not calling him or anything. Again, letting it be organic right now. Just flowing with the energy, letting it unfold. So he's just back over by the gate. We're gonna bring out another dog. We're gonna do another male dog that he hasn't met. I'm gonna keep this right here. I'll be right back. Alright, so this is Birdie. He has not met him. And so this is the first I don't think he even knows that he's here. I'm gonna just walk down here again, not calling him. I'm just gonna move down this way. Let's see. Birdie knows he's there. He knows he's there. He's checking it out from right here. Okay. So there's another male dog. There's another male dog that we're gonna be bringing out. He's the last of the male dogs. Okay, so he just went back. That's what he did. I'm gonna prop the camera up here again. I'll be right back. All right, so this is Charlie. Let's see. Okay. Nice. Nice. Okay, we're gonna let this be for a minute and then look to bring out Roxy, who he hasn't met. And Roxy is a dog who has killed a dog before. She's only been able to be with 2 dogs in her life until coming here. And she was used as a bait dog for dog fighting. And so we'll look to get her here soon. Okay, so I'm gonna go get her. I think leaving this is nice, even though you necessarily can't see a whole lot, but if things do happen, you'll be able to see what's going on. Alright, so this is Roxy. Let's see. Okay. So she notices him. Okay, here we go. So it looks like he might be shown. Couldn't tell if he was showing his teeth or not. Kind of looked like it for a second, but then couldn't say for sure. All right. We're gonna release some other dogs that he met before. We'll be right back. It fell. I see. Oh, dang. There we go. Okay, here we go. Now, 2 dogs at the same time. Coming up on him to check him out. Like I said, he's met them before. Can't tell if that is Roxy growling or him. Okay, I'm gonna stop and be right back. Clean off this screen a bit better. Okay, we're back. I have about 16 more minutes of record time, and then I'm gonna need to transfer some files over to my flash drive. So there's 1 dog left that we need to put into the mix here. I mean, Karma hasn't come out either, but there's 1 more dog left, and that's Marvel, who he hasn't met. So we're gonna look at getting her out this time. Maybe I can position this a little better so it doesn't fall. Well, hopefully this works out here. Kind of watch this for a minute. We'll zoom in. We'll zoom in just a little bit. All right. I'm gonna go get Marvel. So we have Marvel here. All right, that's everyone but Karma. Karma's lingering. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna open this up. Come on, Samson. Come on, man. Okay. Sit down right here. Let's see. As you see, he's coming right up now when I sit down, right? This is often people sitting down and they call him over and rub him up. Then being Knucklehead's back there. He's not coming to get involved in that, at least as of right now. So now that we've kind of gone through here, I'm going to end up calling him up in here. Bear, Bear, come on. Come on, Bear. Come on. Nice. And he's gonna probably go back to the gate. That's fine. Just getting him into the mix just by calling him over. He's smelling where I was sitting. Back out to the gate, by the gate. All right, well, think this might be a good stopping point for right now. So I've seen many times where a client, they're so used to their dog being hyper and always getting involved in everything and just causing problems in lots of different ways, and so then when they start to see this, they can start to think, oh, he's sad, oh, he's pouting, he doesn't like that he isn't in control anymore. I see it all the time. They'll see this and say, oh, they're so sad, look at them, oh, so sad back there sitting. What I find is that the human being, they have a certain perspective, a belief system. So let me share a story. I had a client that had a dog who was jumping all over people, really hyper and excited towards people, and the owner didn't like that their dog was doing that when he had guests or he was around people. And so I talked to him about some of the things, like the games and toys he was doing and how that contributes to the very problem that he's experiencing, and the way that he is going about the love and affection, and he says, okay, I understand that. And I said, look, we're going to say what we don't like to your dog. And so we did. And she then went over and started laying down like this, just chilling. And then he said, oh, Scott, she looks so sad and depressed. And so right when he's feeling and thinking that, he goes, hey girl, and like gets her all riled up. He thinks that the energy and excitement means happiness and love, and he has a hard time seeing, she just left, but seeing the dog just hanging. And if we look at happiness, happiness doesn't have to do with excitement. If we go to a sporting game, let's say, and there's a couple guys to our left hooting and hollering, they're all painted up, they got their beer helmets on, their number one foam finger waving around, and then there's us sitting there with our food and drinks and our seats. Can we really say that those other people are more happy than us? I don't think so. We could say that they're exhibiting more excitement than us, but they're not necessarily more happy than us. So we can't be thinking that way, because then what happens is we then produce the energy within the dog, and we create a relationship like that, and then this is how they then act, and then we say we don't like the outcome, and so it becomes this vicious cycle, and ultimately we blame the dog, and we do all sorts of things because of that. So I've seen where people are so used to spoiling and babying the dog, because the human being, they need that for some reason. They got to look within themselves and go, why do I do that? Why do I need that? So they do this. So then when I come in to help them understand why they're having the problems they are with their dog, and they have to change who they are, and they have to get away from spoiling and babying and coddling the dog, it's so sad and upsetting for the human being. And then they then look at their dog and say they're so sad and they don't really like this, but that's the human being projecting onto the dog. So anyways, things are moving really well with this guy. Like I said, I haven't seen him since November. We are at April 1st right now. And it's like he never left. He's getting right with the program. And he's recalibrating himself to this. Beautiful. Look at that. So he came in here all on his own. Wonderful. Wonderful. Love it. Okay, let's see what Roxy does here. I'm gonna come sit in the back here. Get out of my face. Ah, get out of my face. She's a real pushy dog. And this is where she does this kind of stuff with other dogs, and she's been getting disciplined for it, which is good. She needs that. But Bear went back outside. And I'm sure he'll venture back in here in a little bit. But until then. Alright, so I'm gonna put some dogs up, and then I'm gonna look at taking Bear for a walk, since I only have him for today and probably about 45 more minutes or so. So I don't want to waste my opportunity to kind of look at some of these other areas for the client. I want them to be able to see how he is with me versus them, and then be able to coach and guide them and give them the experiences and the ability to acquire the understanding and the knowledge so that they can apply themselves and make the changes within themselves to get the results. So we're gonna go do this, put some dogs up. It'd be nice if he follows us inside, but we'll see. We'll see. There's a chance he won't. Okay, so he's not. Come on. He didn't come with. So this is where, when it comes to the walk, ideally I look at doing that after the dog is following me through our day-to-day routine without me needing to say anything and all that. But again, I'm limited on time, so I'm gonna call him. Bear, come on, Bear. Come on, Bear. Come here. And they've been using the prong collar with him, which I don't like to use. Come on, Bear. I like to be influencing, controlling the dog mentally and emotionally. Come on, Bear. Not focused on the physicality of things. So let's see. This is the kennel that he was staying in when he was here in in November. So we see that he's remembering things. He's remembering things. So I'm gonna knock on the wall and see if he reacts to the door. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna put some dogs up and we'll be right back.